The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. This is Tony Butler with Insurance Agency Marketing. Thank you for joining our webinar. Today, we'll be talking about Assurity's whole life. We'll sprinkle in a little critical illness information as well. Joining us on the webinar is Paige Phelps, who is the individual regional sales manager with Assurity. So let's get started. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of our webinar, a couple of housekeeping items I'd like to point out here. First off, here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services, we understand that referrals are a big part of an agent's business, and it's a big part of our business as well. So we would like to reward those agents who refer other agents to Insurance Agency Marketing Services. And if those agents do get appointed with the carriers that we work with, we do provide you with a $50 referral bonus. If they submit subsequent applications with those carriers that they're appointed with through us, we do provide you with 20 basis points on that business that is submitted. So if you have any questions regarding our referral bonus program, please don't hesitate to give me a call. We also have what we call the new producer builders for those new agents that get contracted and submit business within the first 180 days of being appointed. We have three different levels that are available to you. We have the $100,000, $300,000, and $500,000 level, and those are paid premiums. So if you wanted to shoot for the $100,000 level, if you achieve that, you can get a $750 cash bonus. You can get a 2-year producer website for free, or you can get an iPad. If you want to bypass that $100,000 level and you want to shoot for the $300,000 level, we do provide Social Security program and a 3,000-piece mailing, or you can go for the 2,000 marketing reimbursement dollars. And we do have available to you a $1,500 Visa gift card as well. Now, if you decide to take door number 3 and go for the $500,000 level, we do provide you with a couple of mailing pieces. We've got a $5,000 piece mailing and seminar coaching with Matt Gill, who is one of our top producers, or we can provide you with the 4,000 piece mailing and seminar coaching with Dave Pimper. Now, if you think you should reward yourself with a vacation for making all that money, we do provide you with a Ritz-Carlton package that you can take advantage of. So there's some rewards for the business that you do submit. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to give me a call. Now here at IAMS, we do have back office support for you. We like to help you work smarter, not harder. One of the big things I like to point out that we do offer agents is paperless contracting. If you've ever got appointed with a carrier, you know that there can be a lot of paperwork that's needed to submit that appointment request in. What we do offer you is the ability to go paperless with us. So after that initial contract submission request, we can request future contracts for you at your request, and you can avoid filling out all of that paperwork. We do offer business building tools and resources for you. We help you with case design. We have forms that are available for you as well. We have a creative marketing solution department that does an outstanding job of providing you with turnkey solutions such as handouts, flyers, newsletters, postcards. They can help you with the agency solutions, whether it's logo design, whether you're looking for a logo, want to redesign your logo. They do offer you assistance on business cards and brochures, stationery, advertising. Also offer digital solutions. So if you're looking to get into the digital marketplace, we do help with the personal website, digital marketing strategies. They do help you with social media consulting as well. So if any of this interests you, please reach out to our creative marketing solutions team, I should say. Jacob, Sean, and Aaron do an excellent job and helping out with that. We also offer a 24/7 website here at IAMS. The two things I'd like to point out on the website is if you're a life agent and you're looking for term quotes or guaranteed universal life quotes, you can actually go to our website and run those yourself. We do offer forms for you. That's available through our website. One final thing, I know I said two things, but one final thing. If you're an annuity or a long-term care producer, we do have annuity grids as well as long-term care product grids that are available to you. So that provides you with information on the carriers that we work with and also provides you with some product breakdowns for those carriers. We offer the retirement as an agent, and what are missions for your clients, such as can I continue my present standard of living into my retirement years? When can I retire without running out of money? Or how would it affect my family if I were to die prematurely? Marcus Solar, who is our annuity sales director, is our product expert in regards to our retirement analyzer. If you'd like to get additional information regarding this, please feel free to give us a call. Ask for Marcus. He can provide you with more information as well as go over that analyzer for you. After that 30-day trial basis, we do offer it free of charge for those agents that produce $250,000 in annual premium for annuity or $250,000 in single premium life. We have an IAMS Wealth Management team. This is headed up by Charles Jr. Mike Hansen and Joan are also part of this team, and they do a great job of helping you, the agent, increase your revenue, improve client retention, and strengthen client relationships. You like more information in regards to our IAMS Wealth Management team, please give us a call. Ask for either Mike, Joan, or Charles. They'll be more than happy to help you. Lastly, if you're familiar with insurance agency marketing services, you know that we offer a life and annuity academy here about once a quarter. It is something that we pay for, meaning that we fly you in, we pay for your lodging, we pay for your food, and it's a 2-day training that basically talks about sales ideas and concepts. We have some of our top agents that will speak at the academy. We also discuss things like business insurance concepts, wealth transfer tools. The next academy that we do have coming up is here in September. It's the 18th through the 20th. It's going to be in Des Moines, Iowa. It's going to be co-presented with Athene. So if you're an Athene agent and you're submitting business and that is something that interests you, please don't hesitate to give us a call. I think we're closing out registration today. So if you have questions regarding the Academy, now would be the time to ask. And I do have a polling question in regards to the Academy. So if you're looking for additional information in regards to that, let me launch that and have you guys respond. I'll leave this up for a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close this down. Okay, so with that, Paige, are you there?
Yes, I'm here and I'm ready to go.
Okay, let me go ahead and switch this over to you. There you go.
Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and start this. You can see my slides and my screen okay?
Yes.
Perfect. So good morning, everyone. Thanks, Tony, for the introduction. We'll go ahead and get started today with Assurity's topic of conversation on our new whole life insurance product. We're really excited. This just launched August 1st of this year. It's approved in all 48 compact states. We do not have it approved yet in California, and we won't be approving it in New York, but everywhere else it's good to go. It's ready to write. So we hope that you pick up a few things from the conversation today that you can take back and incorporate into your business. So we'll go ahead and get started, and we always do like to share our incentives as well. We do host a Leaders Conference trip every year. It's based on your annual premium that you write with us here at Assurity. So throughout the rest of this year, you can qualify for our Prague trip in April of 2020. So just wanted to share that with you as we jump into today's discussion. On our agenda this morning, we are going to look at some of the highlights of the new whole life product and point out some key features, some changes and some enhancements that we've made to the product. We're also going to talk through how our accelerated underwriting process works. I think it's really unique. We actually added accelerated underwriting to a participating whole life product, and so I want to share with you guys as well how that can help enhance the processing time around your business. And then finally, we'll wrap up with some sales ideas and tools, and we'll keep it nice and short and sweet so that you guys can get on with your day and get back to your customers and make sure that they're taken care of. So when we were developing the new whole life insurance product, we were asked to redevelop the product and put it on the new cost of insurance tables, the new CSO tables. And so with that, we actually were able to right off the bat create better pricing on the product. So you'll see that premiums have been reduced on the product in general in different pockets on that new product. But when we were trying to think of different things that we could do to help enhance the product as well, we wanted to take into account some of the different consumer demands that we're all facing in today's environment. We know that you guys hear it every day when you're out working with different customers. We know that it's important for you as well when we're serving you as a customer here at Assurity. So we all want a way to do things faster, quicker, easier. You know, I think in large part it's that Amazon effect, right? We're getting things delivered to us before we even know we need it. And so we have to keep up with those demands, and that's kind of a challenge in our industry to be able to deliver on those things quickly and to be able to get product back to that customer and keep that front of mind. And so we really wanted to be intentional in the way we developed this product and wanted to be able to meet those demands in the best way that we possibly could. So you'll see some of those features that will help to that effect of making sure that we're getting things done quickly. We also want value beyond a death benefit. So many of the things that we look at today when purchasing insurance, you know, you think about your term life insurance, you're buying a death benefit for a short period of time. You think about a guaranteed universal life product, you know, it's purely a death benefit sale. But what we've learned is that the consumer of today cares a lot more about what they're buying from that carrier and from that agent than just satisfying one need. And so I think you'll see a shift in the environment and the market based off of this newer consumer desire to have more value than just a death benefit in their life insurance product. They want more out of what they're buying and want to spend their dollars and have a lot of value in that dollar that they spend. They also don't want to deal with lab testing and exams. I know a lot of us on this call don't want to deal with that either. And so we're trying to help out with different ways that we can move around those lab tests and those exams to try to get some offers made quickly for that customer without being too intrusive. So what we did was we developed our participating whole life product. Assurity is a mutual carrier, so our whole life insurance is going to be participating, earning dividends, accumulating cash, and death benefit within the product. We built in accelerated underwriting to the whole life insurance policy. If you're familiar with Assurity, we currently do this with our term product, and so we wanted to replicate that process on a whole life product, which traditionally doesn't have accelerated underwriting built into it. So we started with flexible face amounts. We go all the way down to a $10,000 minimum face amount, which is really nice, especially in the senior space if you're looking for a solution to help with those final needs. Assurity's participating whole life would be a great option for that. It wouldn't be considered a true final expense product. You'd still want somebody who's relatively healthy that can get through some underwriting. But the nice thing about that is that they have that opportunity to do that without having to pay a higher premium for a final expense type product. We also built in accelerated benefits, and I know that's really important in our conversations today and out in the environment. You know, there's so many things around 7702 riders and 101G riders, and so we wanted to make sure that we were satisfying that need. So our acceleration benefits rider is built in. It's for chronic or terminal illness, and it follows that 101G tax code. So I'll speak a little bit more about that and what that kind of looks like, but living benefits we know are an important part of today's conversation. We wanted to make sure that was included in the plan as well. Something new for us here at Assurity is offering some different options on how consumers want to pay for their policy. So I think this is really important too. You know, we talked about consumers wanting things done quickly, more efficiently, but they also want more value in their product. In our environment today, you know, I think about all the things that consumers are paying on. They might be paying for a monthly gym membership. They might be paying for a car payment or a house payment. You know, we're used to payments. We've created this economy and this consumer conception that we're used to payments, but eventually those payments will end. And so I think it's really interesting that we have these limited pay options now, and I do think it fits the market in a really good way to meet some of those consumer demands. So we now offer 10 pay, a 20 pay, a paid age 65, and a pay for life scenario on that participating whole life. So a lot of different options to customize to fit a consumer's need. And then the whole life insurance product is available on the electronic application, which just makes it go through a lot quicker, a lot easier. It's got that accelerated underwriting built into that application to speed up the process. So we'll talk about that a little bit more as well. So issue ages, we can go all the way down to 15 days on this product. We do oftentimes see this policy used in the juvenile space. A large chunk of our participating whole life business is used on juveniles, and it makes sense. We've got some options in there that allow them to protect their insurability. It's not a juvenile only plan, it's just our true participating whole life. So the policy is going to stay in force past age 26. And it's going to accumulate some cash. You know, it's a participating policy, the dividends are being paid on it. So there's cash accumulation and there's a growing death benefit there. So it is good for that juvenile space in that market. I would definitely keep that front of mind if you run into those opportunities. On the flip side of that, we can go all the way up to 85 years old to issue this policy. So again, there's opportunity across the spectrum for this whole life insurance product to fit a lot of different types of consumers. The accelerated underwriting is an option that we have built into the policy, and it'll automatically go through this process just to speed it up and to enhance the overall processing of the product. So up to $300,000 on that face amount for ages 0 to 17 through that underwriting accelerated process. The idea of accelerated underwriting is to not have to order an exam, so you could consider this as a somewhat non-medical as well. For ages 18 to 45, we'll go up to $200,000 a face, 46 to 60 up to $150,000 a face amount. And the one that I really want to hit on here is up to $100,000, essentially non-medical through that accelerated underwriting process for ages 61 to 85. So that's quite a bit of face amount that you can do without having to put that client through an exam and to get a quick underwriting decision on a participating whole life policy that's priced like a fully underwritten product. So they're not paying additional premium for that non-medical process there. So again, the underwriters always have the discretion to order an exam, but the goal here with this process is to not do that and to make sure that we're speeding things up for the customer. You can see those different underwriting classes on there. We've got preferred, preferred plus, and standard, and then tobacco and non-tobacco. We also have that juvenile underwriting class that allows those 0 to 17 to go through that underwriting process a little bit quicker as well. So just know that there's a lot of different options there too. So what does that accelerated underwriting look like, and how do we utilize that information? The whole goal is here is to make things quicker. And so what we do is we use real-time data from LexisNexis to eliminate lab testing and exams for those that qualify with those ages and face amounts. So all applicants that go through that process are considered for instant approval at the time of the application. So if they're using that electronic app, our goal is to have a decision for them by the end of that application. Now, 100% of the time, we're not always going to have that instant decision for them. They may get referred over to underwriting, and that's okay because it still allows us to speed up the underwriting process because a lot of the underwriting, the heavy lifting part, has already been done through that engine. So no matter what, it's going to reduce the overall cycle time on those applications and help increase some of those placement ratios. The nice thing about it too is it eliminates a lot of those not in good order applications because you are using an electronic application, and it's not possible to submit those without having correct information input into the system. So All in all, it helps streamline and improve the processing time for faster results for you and for your customer. It's really simple to get into that accelerated underwriting process. You're just going to go into the e-application system with Assurity, select Assurity Whole Life, which is our new product, and then your client is going to give the e-application essentially permission to go ahead and get that third-party data. So they're going to do one signature at the beginning. Our underwriting decision is going to go get the MVR, the prescription drug check, the MIB, the LexisNexis data information, and then we're going to continue underwriting that application as that customer is answering those questions throughout the application. At the end, we're going to ask for another signature. They'll get a decision approved, referred to underwriting, and once they have that decision, it's going to go ahead and submit to Assurity. So if it has been instantly approved, those applications are going to go immediately to the policy issue team. They don't touch an underwriter's desk. If there is a referral, there may be something else that we need to check out. Maybe something didn't align. We need to verify some information, so an underwriter will go ahead and pick that up and make sure to get it done as quickly as possible. Moving on to the built-in accelerated death benefit rider, I wanted to share some of the different features with you on this as well. There is an opportunity here to advance a portion of the death benefit if that insured owning this policy has a chronic or terminal illness. So chronic illness is really anything where a physical condition or an illness and the insured has been certified by a physician as one of these two things. So being unable to perform at least 2 activities of daily living for 90 consecutive days, or requiring substantial supervision due to severe cognitive impairment for 90 consecutive days. So there's those 2 things that trigger the ability to utilize that chronic illness and the acceleration of the death benefit. The one thing I do want to make mention of here that's a little bit unique with Assurity's policy is it doesn't require permanency. So they don't have to be permanently unable to perform at least 2 of 6 ADLs or permanently requiring substantial supervision. And I think that's important to point out as a unique feature of our product. They can also use this accelerated death benefit rider if they have been diagnosed with a terminal illness. So that's something that is going to be resulting in an expected lifespan of 12 months or less, and that has to be certified by a physician. So they can use those benefits to take care of some of their expenses during that time of need and accelerate that death benefit and hopefully utilize some of that to satisfy some of their hardships that they're going through. We also have a variety of other riders that we built out on the product as well. That accidental death benefit rider, if you want to enhance the coverage of the death benefit, we can throw on an additional accident rider. We do have a children's term rider as well that'll cover all those children within the policy. It's just a little additional death benefit for them. We have a critical illness rider. We revised what this critical illness rider looks like, so it covers the main 3 conditions, cancer, heart attack, and stroke. And what we did with this is we kind of revamped the whole rider. So currently it's only approved in 9 states. So if you're going out and looking at the new whole life product, the critical illness rider may not be available yet. We're working to add that rider to more of the policies and get more of those state approvals completed. We do have a waiver of premium as well to make sure that the policy completes. So if that insured cannot go to work, is disabled, we will waive their premium so that their life insurance policy stays in force. We also have the guaranteed insurability rider, which offers the option to increase benefit over time. This is very helpful in a juvenile sale where it protects their insurability and allows them to increase that benefit. We have a term rider. I've seen people do some perm-term blend scenarios before where they'll do a smaller amount in the whole life, a larger term benefit in the rider to cover maybe the cost of the mortgage or larger expenses for a period of time. We also have the paid up additions rider, which is going to help enhance that cash value. So it is now called the paid up additions. We used to call it the value enhancement rider. Now it's just a paid up additions like the rest of the industry. So again, that's going to buy additional PUAs and allow that cash value and that death benefit to accumulate a little bit quicker. And then we also have a payer benefit rider as well that will help in the event that transfer of payer needs to occur. So to give you guys kind of just an idea of a way that you could use the whole life policy with the level term rider, we've got a scenario here. Karen, 30 years old, divorcee, living in Iowa with her daughter Zoe. She earns $62,000 a year as a marketing manager. Her main concern is that Zoe has a stable future and she wants to look at a whole life insurance policy, but she wants something that fits within her budget that has additional value. She is not going to spend a lot of her dollars on a variety of different insurance products, and so this is something that she believes will satisfy her needs appropriately. So what we look at here is a $50,000 whole life policy. It's about $50 a month for her. And then we add another $50,000 20-year term rider. That'll help out, with maybe some of the costs of college for Zoe if something happens during that 20-year time frame while Zoe's still growing up and looking at her different life goals. So for about $52 a month, we've got, the $50,000 covered in the whole life, the $50,000 covered on that term rider. And so we've got some good coverage put in place for Karen and her daughter. We've got a variety of different consumer sales tools that you can find out on AssureLink. There's the whole life brochure that speaks directly to the consumer. We've got some limited pay options and shows how those different options work. We've got one that explains the accelerated death benefits and the chronic illness, and we've got some focused around that children's whole life concept, both from the parent angle and from the grandparent angle. So I would definitely check out those different tools and resources as well. Our marketing team did a really good job on putting together pieces for you that we think will be beneficial out in the field when you're talking to your customers. One of the other things I wanted to share with you as well is that we have a podcast channel called Tips from the Insurance Pros, and it is available on Spotify and iTunes. So you can go ahead and subscribe to that channel, and then it just interviews different agents, agency owners across the country that are using Assurity products in their own businesses. So we learn about how they're running their business, how they're operating, and how they're incorporating Assurity's whole life, for example, into the sale. So I know there's some good ones out there regarding the new product, talking about some of the short pay options and the accelerated benefits. So I would definitely go out to Spotify or iTunes and download that podcast channel, Tips from the Insurance Pros, and check those out when you're driving to an appointment or something and take a listen to those podcasts. There were a few things Anthony asked me to touch on the critical illness a little bit, so I did want to share that that is something we recently added 9 more states to the approvals for the new Assurity critical illness product. So we're up to 27 now. Some of the big ones that we added for the critical illness are Florida, Illinois, Missouri, North Carolina, Oregon, South Dakota, Tennessee, Utah, and Wisconsin. So we've got that up to 27 states now, and the critical illness has been improved to offer, again, more value to the customer without putting them through a lot of hoops and making them do a lot of different exams and stuff. So we've got that on the same instant decision process as now the whole life and the term, and it's definitely something worth checking out. If you want more information about it, I can definitely get that for you. With that, I'll open it up to any questions that you guys may have on the whole life, the critical illness, or anything else within Assurity's portfolio. I'm here to kind of assist with that. You can go ahead and type those questions into the question box or the chat feature, and I'll give it a few minutes while you guys are doing that. And we'll go ahead and answer those while everybody is still on the call. Tony, if you have anything you wanted to add into that as well, feel free to do so at this time.
Okay. All right. I'm checking to see if we have any questions. Switch this back here real quick. Well, Paige, it doesn't look like we have any questions. So with that, do have a polling question. So if you're looking for more information in regards to the information that we discussed today, launching a polling question now. A few people that are saying yes. Okay, we'll close that one down. And lastly, the real important one, if you're not appointed with Assurity and you're looking to get appointed with Assurity, I have a polling question for you on that as well. And I'm seeing a few yeses. We like to hear those, right, Paige?
Yep, definitely.
Okay. Leave this up for a few more seconds, and then we'll close this down. Okay. One last time, if you guys have any questions, you can type those in. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and end here. I'm seeing that there aren't any additional questions. So, Paige, I want to thank you for your time. For those of you that attended, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy Monday to attend the webinar. And again, feel free to give me a call here at 800-255-5055. Again, my name is Tony Butler. I'm the Life Sales Director here. Look forward to speaking with you guys soon. And everybody have a great week.
Sounds good. Thanks, everyone. Have a good week.
Thanks. Bye.